Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a couple of videos from Simp Saver Sam. The first one is titled, Woman Punches a Man Twice Her Size and Instantly Regrets It. Some of these women have zero understanding of the concept of self-defense. Now, guys, let's jump right into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
It started as a footy vibration, but ends sickening confrontation. Whoa. A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of a passing woman who lashed out. His response sent her flying.
Disgusting. I think it's vile. I think awful. Like, I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a okay reaction to have.
Well, to be fair, she punched him. He waved the flag in her face because this was after a football game, and she thought it would be a great idea to punch him.
Ask any dude who's worth his salt and he will tell you, do not throw a punch and expect not to be punched back. This has been the standard for combat for thousands of years, but modern women think that they are somehow immune for, you know, whatever reason.
She 100% did that, not expecting anything back. And when the news uploaded this clip, they titled it, Female Tourist Attacked on Swan Street. Are you sure it wasn't male was attacked? Because he was the one who was punched first. Assault is assault and self-defense is self-defense at the end of the day.
It's disgusting to see.
I just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone sort of thing. And then he punched me.
The second you place your hands on another person in an aggressive way, all bets are off. That person doesn't know the extent of what you're doing. That person could pull a weapon or do something that could be life-threatening. In that event, the man is under obligation to neutralize the threat as quick as possible just to protect his own life.
The confrontation happened.
They're all missing out the part where she attacked him first.
Happened on September 21 after Brisbane beat Geelong in the prelim final.
There was a lot of them, so that was just really intimidating.
Well, why did you punch one of them then? I'm confused here.
Polly, an English tourist, had been out celebrating her time here in Melbourne with a friend. Instead, she was left in hospital with a broken jaw days before her 20th birthday.
So they're trying to paint it like she's the victim, but what did she expect? Modern women think that they're invincible simply because they're women, and the second things don't turn out in her favor, she can expect the sympathy of the public while demonizing the man.
It was really scary because, obviously this isn't my country. I had stitches going from like the left side of my cheek all the way like round to like here.
This is the thing. This is a horrible situation. This is something that never should have happened.
Absolutely disturbing as a woman. As any person should be able to go out on a Saturday night and enjoy time, especially being a 19-year-old female. We're not sure what sparked it,
Not sure what sparked it? I'm not even going to repeat it.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if this woman was told a twisted version of the story, but it probably doesn't matter. Even if she knew the context, she would still side with the woman who assaulted the dude.
Saying that the actions taken by this individual are not acceptable.
First and foremost, right, I don't want to see any females getting punched for whatever reason. I don't want to see anyone getting punched for that matter, especially women. But initiating violence and confrontation, you're on your own from that point. Obviously, the news are going to portray it like she's a victim. Look, how can you be initiating violence and then complaining about the consequences? You know, that's all I'm going to say about it.
This notion that all dudes are aggressive, violent, and dangerous is completely unwarranted. Most of us are in the same boat. We don't want to see people hurt. But at the same time, with the world as crazy as it's become, we have no choice but to defend ourselves if we are attacked.
She's 100% done that before, and she was trying to prove something. She's done it to dudes before and they haven't done anything, but man, she met her match that day. And this is something I noticed whilst I was editing this. The girl in the black on the left, you know, the friend of the one who punched the guy. When her friend hits him, it's all fun and games. She's laughing. I'm sure they're all laughing until the dude hits back. I mean, look at her face. Look, it's all funny. When she hits him, she's laughing.
These women suffer from a bad case of main character syndrome. They live their lives thinking that their lives are just one big movie where they can do no wrong. You can tell that they've rarely had to suffer the consequences of their own actions.
And then the complete opposite. They weren't expecting that. Be careful who you kiss in Miami. Oh no. Oh no.
Careful who you kiss in Miami.
That's a fella. I think. What is happening?
I think most of us can agree that a live and let live attitude is shared amongst most of us, but it's a downright despicable thing to do to not disclose that you're a man masquerading as a woman. That kind of stuff can really warp the mind of a dude.
You're the fourth guy she kissed. You're the fourth guy she kissed.
The fourth guy?
Hey, you know that's not a girl, right?
Oh no.
That's not a girl.
It's messed up that there are people out there who are willing to do that to a guy who's just going out and looking to have a fun night out. And what's really messed up is that when they do this to men, it's considered no big deal.
The girl you kissed is not a girl. And you're the fourth guy he kissed.
So this guy is going around kissing guys, but the guys think he's a girl. Did I say it right? That's fucked up. That's all levels of fucked up. Man, that is that not a crime? Surely. You're traumatizing dudes as if it's like a, you know, traumatizing dudes for a hobby is wild.
This really can do damage to men's mental health. It's bad enough that men are either completely ignored or demonized, but this is on a whole new level of disturbing.
He. That's a he.
Wow.
The girl he kissed, that's a he. That's a he. That's a he. You're the fourth guy he kissed. That's a he. You didn't see the Adam's apple?
I don't think this guy really knows what's happened. Don't think it's really sunk in yet.
You've got to feel bad for this guy. He's intoxicated and he's just been assaulted by a dude pretending to be a woman. It takes a certain level of psychotic behavior to justify something like this.
Guys, if this happened, I don't even want to think about it, but I would never sleep again, I don't think. That shit would mess me up. Man.
Stop leaving the light on. If you're the last person to leave, turn it off.
I'm failing to see why leaving the lights on somehow needs a complaint video online. If anything, leaving your lights on at night is probably one of the safest things you can do.
I can't see anything. It would help if the porch light was on.
This is a classic situation of just a nagging wife where you just can't win, man. This is one of those.
I said, fuck that.
If we're really hitting it off, I'll try to hold their hand, you know, and
I'm
maybe-
threatened right now just hearing about this.
Yeah.
Why?
Unwanted touch this early? I think without asking, I don't know.
Modern women have rigged the game so that no matter what an average guy does, he is always wrong. If he tries to hold her hand, then he's being too forceful. If he doesn't, then he's not assertive or confident enough. The rules these women make for men are contradictory and are just designed to make the man feel as terrible as possible.
I'm feeling threatened. Guys, I can't deal with this shit. Everyone's wrapped in cotton wool these days, man. I can't. Right, I'm gonna just get it roll.
I'm trying.
Well, I asked for permission to like hold her hand.
Men have been told that they must ask for consent to pretty much do anything that slightly resembles physical contact with a woman, and these women see that as a sign of weakness, regardless of whatever talking points they've been programmed to say.
I'm like, can I hold your hand?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you ask, the asking alone is unconsensual. Because then once you ask, the woman feels pressured to give in
Yeah.
and let you touch her hand.
So then how do you get consent?
You just have to know.
Yeah.
But isn't that going around consent by just...
So you should know by reading her mind whether she wants you to ask to hold her hand.
Right.
How do I read her mind?
It's not my job to educate you.
This is where we find ourselves, guys. These women are literally saying that men must evolve to the point where they are able to practice telepathy. And when they ask for more information, they get out of it by saying it's not their job to tell them. That's because they know what they said is absurd, but they refuse to back down from their idiocy.
Guys, oh, I'm at breaking point with this one. If I've ever heard some bullshit, you know, when I die, if I go there, right, and God says to me, what's the biggest load of waffle you've ever heard in your life? This is the clip I'm going to play. This is the one. This is the one. Guys, who are these people on these podcasts?
The answer to that is simple. They are alpha widows who are bitter that Chad rejected them and resent the fact that the only men who will give them a time of day are the men who are quote-unquote average.
Wasting his time. You're not wasting his time. So he has a chance. Who's single here? Come kiss him. Come here. Come here.
Oh, damn.
Stand up. Stand up, fool. You're about to lose your man. Stand up. Give her a kiss real quick. Stupid ass bitch. Another one.
Wow.
What the fuck? Another one. Give her another one, papa.
You know the girl he's with is furious. That's the thing about the friend zone. It's the ultimate sign of possession. If you're in the friend zone, then she doesn't see you as a person. She sees you as a faceless servant with no feelings. Dudes who stay in the friend zone, guys, are just absolute clowns to me. Why would you do that to yourself?
Man, that's the wingman we all pray for.
Hey, go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go.
Just like that. Just like that, man.
Follow her. Follow her. That.
That's what I'm talking about!
The content you are making it exclusively for other men around the world to play with their businesses. That's your clientele, right? So is it okay for a man you're potentially dating to say, listen, I don't want my woman making content like that?
Insecure.
How long of a word salad do you think this woman would toss if she was asked to define the word insecure? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below.
Why
you think that's insecure?
Very. Girl.
So you don't want other dudes shooting ropes over your missus, your wife, whatever. That makes us insecure. Isn't that the opposite of insecure? Nah, man. Nah.
Because why is what someone else is doing with their body bothering him so much?
Because he's looking to have a wife and have kids.
I think it's insecure for someone to think that someone without their clothes on.
The only types of men that would pretend to be okay with being in a relationship with a spicy content creator are simps. And those are the very types of men that those women don't respect anyway. But there isn't a self-respecting man on earth who'd be okay with her profession, and that's just common sense.
So this is one of the beautiful things about monogamous relationships. Two people have come together and said, listen, this is an aspect of our life, of our being, that we are going to give exclusively to each other, and that's why it's special. We've agreed on that. Those are our terms.
Monogamous and still post like
no.
Well, so I'm asking you, is it reasonable if a guy doesn't want you, if you do that, though?
Is he going to be completely, like, monogamous to her?
Totally.
Like, all about
Totally.
her, obsessed, like, you're my bitch.
He's not side chicks.
No,
Is that fair?
I want a guy that's cool with it, that is
But
confident.
what if he's
with
doing
it?
everything else that you want him to? Like, what do you want your man to do? You want him to pay for everything? Like,
what these women will never understand is how sacred a man views his woman if they are exclusive. But she wants her cake and she wants to eat it as well, and the world doesn't work that way.
These girls are delusional. What she's looking for is a simp. A simp is got the requirements to give her what she wants. No real man like me, you, right? We ain't gonna wife these chicks, man. And I can't believe we're in a time where we've got to explain ourselves. And people will say we're misogynists for wanting a real woman. I don't understand. If you want to wife one of these chicks who's getting batteried for £5 a month, you are the fool. You are the fool, mate.
She has this idealized image of the man that she wants. She wants a man who spent years focusing on his physique, his money, and his health, but with the mentality of a simp, and she fails to realize that is literally impossible.
I want a woman who's going to hold it down for me, and I'm going to hold it down for her. What you do behind closed doors is private, and that's between you two. The whole world doesn't need to see that shit. I can't believe we've even got to explain that.
Do you do OnlyFans and shit?
I do OnlyFans, but for my dominatrix shit, I don't do like actual OnlyFans like that. Like I men.
Wait, you put it in, guys.
Only when I get paid, obviously. But yeah. I'm a dominatrix.
Huh? She doesn't realize that men actually see this. She's putting it on the internet for the public to view, and yet when she's old and alone, she'll just blame the men for not accepting her for who she is and what she does to men.
Nah.
What the fuck? Hurry up.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Is that motherfucker on his knees this whole time?
No, he was like on the floor laying and my foot were like on top of him.
Don't look at him, say crawl back to me. I want to see if this is true. I don't believe it.
Crawl back to me.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
No way, man. Who is this guy?
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
You are an embarrassment to your whole family's bloodline. You got relatives watching you.
Everybody has different desires in life, so whatever floats your boat, but at the same time, this kind of crap used to be done in private, behind closed doors. Displaying yourself in this manner will do nothing but bring shame to everyone who's ever known you.
Boy.
Fuck up my corn. One more fucking time.
I'm sorry.
You're taking me to the bathroom like a fucking horsey. Hurry the fuck up. Oh, back there. Down. Let's go.
Nah. No. No way. Guys, like I said, this guy is an embarrassment to his family. To even people 1,000 years before him.
This level of degrading and disrespect is absolutely bonkers. There are only so many kinds of men on this planet who would be okay with such treatment, and they have practically no respect for themselves.
People fought saber-toothed tigers with spears for this guy to be crawling around on a girl's floor being told what he can and can't do. And all I'm going to say is, if we did the same thing and it was all on video and we'd be doing this and that, man, you'd be in court for domestic violence. That's all I'm going to say. And the comments would be saying the same thing as what I'm saying. Man. 2025 is looking similar to 2024 already.
It's funny how this woman will be seen as strong and brave for treating a man this way, and he's absolutely right. If a man just said something like this in jest, he'd have the police at his doorstep in an instant.
Excuse me, miss?
Please don't. I have a boyfriend.
I was just trying to tell you, you have a flat tire. I wanted to help you change it.
Oh no, will you help me?
Get your boyfriend to do it.
There's this guy at my work, right?
Right.
And when I first started, he was so nice. Literally was like, hey, like whatever, how's your day? He wasn't like exactly.
Guys, back at it again. I know you guys who watch my videos, these rant videos these girls do, it's always in the car. It's always in the car, isn't it?
They make these videos in the car because they think it is the ultimate safe space. They think it's their own little bubble of safety, a bubble of safety to go along with that imaginary bubble of safety that they have whenever they walk around on the street.
Like that, but like, whatever. He was just really nice, really friendly, cool people.
Okay.
Okay? He told another coworker, oh my god, I like her, like, tell her and then let me know how she's feeling. She told me. I said, Mans is not my type. I come into work the next day. I'm thinking everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's great. Literally, Mans ignores my presence. I'm not even there. I'm air.
That's how life is as a man day to day. You get blanked even before you have any sort of conversation. But fair play to that.
He knew that she wasn't interested, so he stopped wasting his time. A self-respecting man isn't going to waste his time with someone who isn't interested in him. So he did the mature thing and he kept his distance and left her alone. And she's complaining about it because she lost a source of attention.
That dude. And if anything, she's going to like him more and want him more now. I bet ya.
Like a ghost. This man will not make eye contact with me. He will not acknowledge my presence. And he literally... like, it's like I'm non-existent. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Like, that's the vibe we're on now? Okay, cool.
That's a W.
The fact this girl made a video about it, I think we're probably right about this one. She wants him even more now because he's given her the air.
It is a known fact. Modern women want what they cannot have. It's obvious she wants this guy more now that he's not interested, but the twisted part is the second he shows any interest back, she'll get bored of him quickly.
What y'all doing out tonight?
Looking for my next wife.
Your next wife? You already got one, or just like you already lost one?
I lost one. High school shit.
How'd that go?
I went to a private Christian school, so you feel me? To have on campus, we could only be married, yeah.
Or else you would have got kicked out?
Yeah, I got kicked out.
Still?
Damn.
Yeah.
So you think it was worth getting married?
Nah.
That's some extreme lengths to go to just to whap.
Men will sometimes go to great lengths if it means getting some bedroom fun out of the deal. It's only afterwards do they realize that the effort he put towards getting to that point wasn't worth it at all.
If this is out in the clubs and that, and he's looking for the next wife there, she ain't there. She isn't.
Roll the window down.
No.
The hell?
I'm not rolling the window down.
Don't do it.
So please leave.
You need to roll it up. She's trying to break it.
Roll the window down.
No, I'm not.
I just heard a crack.
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
These women think that they can do no wrong. They legitimately think that because they are women, their emotions somehow override the rule of law. She is destroying this dude's property and she thinks it's justified for whatever petty reason she can conjure up in the moment.
All right, I got a hypothetical question. Me and my friends were talking about this. You ask a woman on a date. She says yes. You set the date. You give her the time, the location, and the day of the date. She says, that's great. You say, that's great. I can't wait to see you. She says, I'm excited to see you too. 2 days later, the day of the date, you show up at the location at the time. She's not there. You hit her up and she says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. The date got away from me. We never confirmed.
She literally confirmed the date and time the last time they spoke, and now she wants to stand him up. But if the tables were reversed and it happened to her, she would be crying on TikTok for sympathy.
Uber home, group chat, Call of Duty. It's on. It's on. Can of Monster Energy, and we getting some wins. We getting some wins. That's the night I'm going to have.
So I didn't know if the date was happening. The question is, do you have to confirm the date with the date if you set the date?
It doesn't matter if he set the date or confirmed the date or whatever. Modern women will use this guy for attention and then come up with whatever excuse they can to get out of actually meeting them on the day.
Well, if you set the date, the time, the day, location, all that, and even if girls are setting up a date with a dude and he's talking all waffle, she's talking waffle, making up excuses, man, just cut your losses, keep it moving, and don't waste no time for bullshit.
Need men.
No. No. Yes, we do. Yes.
Why do you say that?
We're very independent. I think you can live in this world without a man. They feel like they're too independent, like they can do it by themselves, but we can't. We need a man.
It's rather sad how the basic idea that society needs men is somehow such a touchy issue that saying we need men is somehow this out of bounds. Hot take. There's nothing wrong with saying that we need men, and that's because it's true.
Soothe us, caress us, take care of us, lead us. Okay. I need a leader. I don't want to lead. Come save me. We need you.
Fair play to him for telling the truth, but I've heard a lot of girls say this when they've been saying that independent shit and going to the club and being with this guy and that guy. This is when it all starts to come out.
Love being single. One, he can enjoy all of his hobbies without being nagged or put down or his hobbies made fun of.
This trend of modern women shaming men for their hobbies is downright laughable, and it almost seems to like it comes from a place of jealousy, to be honest, that the man knows how to enjoy his free time without her.
His friends might lightly tease him, but for the most part, they're probably into the same hobbies he is, and he's gonna have so much fun with them. Two, he doesn't have to worry about financially serving anybody. Relationships are insanely expensive. There's always that joke that he went to the restaurant without his girlfriend. And
I think a lot of girls just don't realize how expensive a lot of things are, because there's a lot of girls where the boyfriends are like paying for most of the things.
If a woman really does want to see a dude, she won't have a problem with splitting the bill. If she's just going out and expecting the man to pay for everything, you know, it just shows what she's really after.
You know, which most guys strive to do and want to do. And when you do that for a certain amount of time, I think a lot of girls just don't realize how expensive some things are. Going out for dinner, paying for this, paying for fuel, you know, everything combined. Relationships are expensive, especially if the dude has the financial responsibility of it. It can add up. It really can.
It's funny, guys, a lot of modern women do not have the basic concept of money. She thinks that everything is inexpensive because she's not the one paying for anything. So she'll flip off the handle when the man doesn't want to pay because in her eyes, it's not that big of a deal.
He only had to spend like $10, whereas with his girlfriend, he would have spent $50. Now that's probably an exaggeration, but you get what I'm getting at. And next, they can live and decorate the way they want to. They don't feel the need to have all these weird items around the house for no apparent purpose other than to collect dust. They can have that simple, minimalist setup that looks clean and beautiful, and it's effortless to maintain.
Yeah, guys, she was definitely speaking some facts here. You have to let me know if you agree with her on this one.
It's like that meme that was going around a while ago of an empty living room with a TV, a PlayStation, and a lawn chair. The dudes were all for that. It's the women who get upset that men can live so simply. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.